Let's look at the grid then for this first heat of the day in Honda Cadet. Christian Stefanov has pole position alongside on the front row is Jaden Sherwood. Martin Wright and Cameron Nelson start on the second row of the grid. Oliver Majewski and Logan McAllister are on row number 3. Andrew Dixon and Riley Till start on the fourth row of the grid. Charlie Warren and Archie Dyson wrap out the top 10. Ethan Griffiths and Mayam Patel are on row number 6. Brennan James and Emily Cooper on row 7. Amy Peacock and Eva Morris on row 8. Katie Donaldson and Jensen Walker on row 9. And then John Richardson was the last of those to set a lap time. In 19th, Victor Hansen did not take part in qualifying. He did have a disqualification as well from qualifying, which was Jensen Hookey. So 21 karts due out there on circuit. Still wet conditions here at Clay Pigeon. The rain looks to have stopped again in the skies. In fact, if I peer through the window, there's almost, yes there is, a patch of blue sky above us here at Clay Pigeon. But never mind that, Honda Cadets will have to deal with the wet conditions here. We are not quite ready as this going on there with number 2 Martin Wright, but I think now we are ready to go. No, there's more issues for Martin Wright, just getting him correctly positioned. Now the starters' orders, away we go. Not the greatest of starts from those on the front row of the grid. Number 44 of Cameron Nelson had nowhere to go there, but Christian Stefanov, despite that slightly tardy start, will still lead through Billy's blind at the start of this one. A little bit of bumping through the first corner as well in the midfield. Oh, there's a moment in the middle of the pack there for, it may have been the number 99 of Andrew Dixon. I think it's a little bit of survival mode out there at the moment for the start of this one. Honda Cadet all about momentum and trying to break away. Good move down the inside there by the number 11 of Archie Dyson. Takes a position. Some very good drivers in this field. Oliver Majewski was your winner in the final yesterday. End of lap number 1 then. Christian Stefanov leads. That slightly strange start where row 2 reacted far better than the front row to the lights going out. Cameron Nelson in second, Oliver Majewski up to third, your championship leader. Where is Jaden Sherwood at the moment? Currently second in points. Number 3 is currently in 7th place. He's gone down a little bit there from the grid. 4 places lost on that first lap. Number 11 of Dyson looking for a move once again. The 33 of Jason Hookey is on the move, as I think we expected, given the pace that we saw from the number 33 in qualifying before being disqualified from that qualifying session. Side by side, Martin Wright and Archie Dyson. The number 99 of Andrew Dixon is involved as well in the middle of all of that. 6 minutes and 17 seconds to go. So if you've not watched Honda Cadet racing before, it quite often goes like this. A group will form at the front of the field and try and work together to break away from the rest of the pack, almost bank the positions in terms of how many karts are in their groups. Say if it's a top 3, they'll work together and then fight it out for the win on the last lap, knowing that they're guaranteed at least the 3rd position. So at the moment it looks like Stefanov and Nelson are doing that as a duo at the moment, trying to drop Oliver Majewski there in 3rd place, the blue and white livery kart, who's won every single race in this category so far this season, apart from the round 2 final where Oliver finished in 6th place. Riley Till's still trying to hold in there as well, is currently in 4th place. Warren, so that's Sherwood now to 6th place. Cross start finish they go then. Stefanov 0.6 of a second ahead of Cameron Nelson. Oliver Majewski still in 3rd. There's a few position changes further down the order just to notify you about. Ethan Griffiths has got past Andrew Dixon for 11th place. Mayam Patel as well, up to 13th place now, ahead of Eva Morris. As we approach the halfway stage of this race, first 2 heats today for our Honda Cadets. The number 33 is trying to fight her way through as well. Jensen Hookie up to 10th place as it stands. It's got Martin Wright in the number 2 just ahead for company. Martin Wright's runner-up in this category last year, of course, won the last round of the season at Shenington in 2020. Kasper Tomilewski has moved up to the minis. We'll see Kasper running out later. He was the winner of this Honda Cadet category last season. Good driving at the moment here from Archie Dyson to comment on that, soaking up a lot of pressure at the moment from 2 very, very quick drivers behind. This time Martin Wright does look down the inside. Nice block pass into the horseshoe there. Gains another position. And that's last year's runner-up up into 8th place. Charlie Warren, the next kart ahead on the road. Saying that, looks like Dyson is trying to fight back here. And Hookie's in there as well. Hookie, well, that is a brilliant piece of driving from Jensen Hookie. Gains 2 positions in 1 move. It looked to me as if Wright and Dyson were so focused on each other they missed the run that Jensen Hookie has, who darted to the left and slipped through. That's a great piece of driving. It's got Hookie up to 8th place. As we say, can Hookie now start to break away? The number 91 of Ethan Griffiths is in there as well, just trying to find a way onto the back bumper of Dyson at the moment. 2.5 minutes to go. This one going very, very quickly. Confirmed there. 8th place on the board for Hookie. Ethan Griffiths now up to 10th place. Archie Dyson at 11th. Eva Morris has also gained a position on that last lap. He's to 13th place. Top rookie at the moment, I should say as well, is our number 44, Cameron Nelson. A lot of rookies to be expected in this category. 2 minutes to go. Still Christian Stefanov leading out front at the moment by a second ahead of Cameron Nelson. It's all going on here in the middle of the pack. The number 77 of Katie Donaldson looking down the inside, trying to get past the number 20 of Mayan Patel. The 48 of John Richardson in there is trying to go around the outside. Jensen Walker wearing a helmet, of course inspired by his namesake, Jensen Button. The JW on the side instead of the JB, very much racing in that same style that Button raced with in his McLaren days. Through the S's go the majority of the field then. This is a really tight race, as we come to expect in Honda Cadet categories. That's why it's one of my favourite classes. The number 17 looks down the inside there. Amy Peacock trying to get past Emily Cooper. Emily Cooper holding a nice line around the outside. Doesn't panic, keeps hold of that position. It's all over. I think this is over 13th place. It's Morris, Cooper, Peacock, Brendan James battle. Brendan James there in the number 87. .35 seconds to go. Oh, it was over the curb there. Who was that? That might have been, I think that might have been Brendan James, the number 87. Loses out there. Yes, it was the number 87 of Brendan James. So Katie Donaldson slips through in the number 77. John Richardson as well. So I don't know what happened. Well, I can suspect that Brendan James was on the outside there going into the... you can't really go more than single file through the S's, even in karts this size. Great scrap going on here. Charlie Warren, Jensen Hookie and Martin Wright all involved. Battles everywhere you look at the moment out there on the circuit. It's over 7th place. Cutting back now to the number 20 of Manav Patel and Brendan James fighting over 16th place at the moment. Still Christian Stefanov, by the way, leading out front by 1 second. Looking very, very comfortable. Cameron Nelson in second. Those two have worked together very, very nicely. They've pulled out ahead of Oliver Majewski. There is Stefanov then. that should be onto the final lap now. Yep, the last lap board is out. 1.2 seconds now the gap, taking the curbs very nicely through the S's goes Christian Stefanov. And this would be a big step forward in terms of results so far this season for Stefanov. Best result was the very first heat of the very first round of the year. Finished in third. Got another third later that day, but hasn't returned to the top three since. But he has now. Christian Stefanov is going to take the first heat of the day in Honda Cadet. A very, very good victory indeed. Ahead of Cameron Nelson, a fastest lap to boot at the end of the race there, 45.926. Oliver Majewski finishes in third. Riley Till fourth. Logan McAllister wraps out the top five. Jaden Sherwood fourth. Ahead of Martin Wright, Jensen Hookey, Charlie Warren and Andrew Dixon. That was your top 10. Well, Christian Stefanov will be very pleased with that. Huge improvement on the results from yesterday.